I was pretending to nap when I overheard my husband on the phone. That's how I found out he'd been secretly planning my accident for months. It started as one of those lazy Sunday afternoons where the autumn light filtered through our living room windows, casting everything in golden hues that should have felt peaceful. David thought I was asleep on the couch, curled under my grandmother's hand-stitched quilt, the one with tiny purple flowers that she'd worked on during her final months in the nursing home. I'd been fighting a splitting migraine since dawn, the kind that made my vision blur and my stomach churn, accompanied by that familiar nausea that always came with my worst headaches. When David suggested I rest while he handled some business calls, I gratefully closed my eyes and let the pain medication pull me toward sleep, or so he thought. I was floating in that strange half-awake state, somewhere between consciousness and dreams, when his voice drifted from the kitchen, low and careful. At first, it sounded like any other work conversation. David owned Summit Builders, a small company that specialized in residential renovations, always dealing with subcontractors, permits, and building inspections. His voice carried that familiar, professional tone I'd heard thousands of times over our 22 years of marriage. The same tone he used when discussing foundation problems or roof repairs with clients. But something felt different. Something in the way he kept his voice deliberately quiet, almost whispering, made my body tense beneath the quilt. The brake lines are the cleanest option, he was saying. His words measured and deliberate. Make it look like natural wear and tear. Nothing suspicious that would trigger an investigation. My blood turned to ice water in my veins. Every muscle in my body screamed to sit up, to demand answers, to confront him right then and there. Instead, I forced my breathing to remain deep and steady, fighting every survival instinct that told me to run as far and as fast as I could. She takes that mountain road to her sister's house every Wednesday morning. David continued, his voice so calm and matter-of-fact, it made my skin crawl. Same time, same route. Been doing it religiously for 3 years now, ever since her mother passed away. Never deviates from the schedule. Never takes alternate routes. I wanted to vomit that winding mountain road to visit my sister, Sarah. Route 7 with its hairpin turns and steep drop-offs into the valley below. The route I'd driven every single Wednesday since Mom's funeral because Sarah and I had promised each other over Mom's casket that we'd never let grief pull us apart the way it had destroyed our cousins' relationships after their parents died. I'd always been extra careful on that road, knowing how dangerous it could be in bad weather, how many accidents had happened on those curves over the years. The insurance policy pays double for